Man, look.
I don't mind.
Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'd rather be a little too serious.
Appreciate you, brother.
Brother.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. That was me. No, I'm genuinely trying to get I already know I have ADHD, so my audience
All right, man. We're about to walk over to the dub stage. See everybody.
That's pretty much like the main part.
You can make anything look like cinematic and dope if you get the right. It's something like control. It's beautiful.
You know, it's wild because there's a lot of people, like,
And I'm like
even like people that got super into like hard drugs and shit that became like
crazy
super
how
big for all of that.
all of it.
It's like, yeah,
doesn't look like Stevie.
Yeah.
No, because he keeps me focused.
There's something like for it. It's like supposed to be a coffee shop, but it says
No, it definitely is.
and it has phone number and then North generic out.
But yeah, no, I really want to get
And every time I walk past them,
diagnosed with so that way if I sing about it, I don't get people asking, "Oh, are you diagnosed or not?" I don't know. I'm peer reviewed, okay? I don't have it. Why every time it's like a bullshit.
Oh,
Oh, you good?
yeah. Sorry, appreciate you, brother.
oh my god.
I almost rolled my ankle
you
just now. Yeah.
you step off the sidewalk?
Yeah. I didn't realize
Doing that for the vlog?
Yeah.
Let's
Do
go,
it for the
vlog.
vine.
Let's go,
Yeah,
vlog.
do it for the
Jesus is
vine.
king, man. Jesus is king, baby. That way I know when I can ignore my phone.
Jesus is king, bro.
That says Jesus is king. I thought
Yes,
it said
sir.
Zeus is king.
Same thing, brother.
Cut it out.
Same thing.
Hey, Zeus.
You didn't know this was here?
I really didn't.
Everybody drop out. What the hell? What the hell? It's hilarious, brother.
No, I'm sober.
Morning, sir. Morning. Yeah, we still out here, the upstage. See what's going on. Everybody be looking at me like I be crazy when I be recording, but history in the making, bro. 2 years from now, 3 years from now, people gonna look back like, man, he did it, and I did. You feel me? And I will. I believe 100% in everything I do and say. You feel me?
Ow, that hurts though.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Good morning. Morning. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Told you, I'm always recording something, bro. Content, huh? I'm finna. I don't know when I'm gonna post this, but depending on how it goes over there, if I can record it in there, I'm gonna just chop it up, make it like. Yeah.
You know when it gets us.
Right side though, this is enough right here. Even just walking over there is something.
Full cell campus.
Yeah.
Huh?
Tripods now?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I haven't gotten one, and I don't know why, because I love taking photos and stuff.
You should though. They're cheap too, like $20. And you be able to do whatever with it. You can use it for more than just phones. So you can use it for your camera. Just take the top part off and connect your actual camera to it too.
I probably do actually have one somewhere, but I've never used that.
You gonna have to get into it. What you do, bro?
Music production.
Yeah. So what you look like? Producing? Producing, engineering?
Yeah, production. I want to make EDM.
EDM.
That shit.
I've been seeing a lot of people making EDM. I make like dancehall, reggae, rap, hip hop. Yeah, Jamaican, American, you know, that side. But I do engineering, I produce. I know how to do, and I record.
I'm from the Virgin Islands. So, yeah, a lot of that type of music.
You from the Virgin Islands?
Yeah.
You're the first person I met from there, bro. All people from the Island Virgins. I'm gonna get your social media after we're done. You don't have social media?
No.
What you got?
I just the messages. But I need to check out.
Okay, bet. I'm about to say you are gonna need probably. How you doing, sir? Is it okay if I bring my tripod in there?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
The movie we're going to show you has already been released.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good morning. How y'all doing? Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Good morning. Kamali. Nice to meet you.
Make sure you get
It's good, brother. Good morning.
But that said, like with our internship program, like half of our interns come from music production. So even though you guys don't really focus on post-production that much, if it's something that you want to do, it's still an option. For music production, people just know that we are 100% in Pro Tools. So if your Pro Tools skills are a little shaky and you're interested in post, you need to brush up on that a little bit. But it's definitely an option. But recording arts, you guys already have all the classes that kind of get you ready for doing an internship here. So if post-production is something you want to do professionally or you're considering, we do have that internship. You have to graduate first, and it's a 6-week long internship. So it's Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the way it usually works is you are given a student film that's from the film degree, and you're basically responsible for the entire soundtrack. Doing dialogue edit, background, sound effects, Foley, VO if it's required, and then doing a surround sound mix. So over that 6-week period, you're taking that film from like nothing all the way to a completed project.
Yeah.
This is our intern.
How long? How long is it though, sir?
6 weeks.
No, the movie or something? Like what we're gonna be working on? Is there a length?
It's about roughly 10 minutes on
10
the
minutes.
Probably not for you.
Yeah, so he asked how long is the average student film? On average, they're 10 minutes. Sometimes they go over that, you know, sometimes they're 15. It just depends on where the edit landed. But yeah, it's usually a good demo reel piece because it's something you had full ownership of and you did every element of it. And hopefully these film students are going to be putting it into festivals and stuff like that. So getting your work out there in a cool way. Yeah, so it's a dub stage. Some of you might have been in here on like a tour or something in the past. But just to kind of recap, this is where we do the mix for movies. So it's a movie theater, and that's kind of the idea, right? If you are going to be mixing something, you want to be referencing in the same environment that the consumer is going to be hearing it in, right? So this is the same reason when you finish a mix, you go and listen to it in your car and make sure it's trending because you know that most people are going to hear it in their car or on headphones or whatever. So here we're doing stuff that is intended for a theatrical release. So we have the theater seats. You know, they serve a purpose in that you can come in here and sit in them for something like this, but it's also helping define the acoustics of a movie theater. You know, we have rows of movie theater seats, just like a real theater. Yeah.
Do y'all only do movies in here?
No, I mean, we've done TV pilots, you know, stuff like that. Not all of the movies we work on go to movie theaters. Some of them only have a streaming future. And we have to be mindful of that when we mix in here. You know, but usually that's the goal for, like, we do independent films primarily, and their goal is to get a theatrical release, but it doesn't always pan out because they have to sell the movie to somebody, and whoever buys that movie kind of determines the future of that movie. You know, streaming is a viable place to send it now. Yeah.
Are y'all mixing movies now in Atmos? Like that?
So the majority of big budget movies, like studio films, are mixed in Dolby Atmos now, and probably the majority of like narrative TV shows are mixed in Dolby Atmos now. That said, this room is not Dolby Atmos capable. We're mixing in 7.1 in here. 7.1 is like an older surround format, but it's probably like 85+% of all the movie theaters in the country are still 7.1. You know, a very small number have converted to Atmos. You know, so our plan is to someday eventually upgrade to Dolby Atmos, so that we can start offering that service and you know, introducing you guys to it in a film mixing environment. But as of now, we're not there yet. But the industry is. You know, we're probably a little bit behind, to be honest, because most films with any money, independent films are still just coming out in 5.1. And that is, you know, to be fair, the bulk of our film clients are like lower budget indie films. So they're perfectly fine with a 5.1 or a 7.1 mix. But yeah, something to be aware of for sure.
Yeah, and it's an issue in the industry anyway, is that, you know, it's like, hey, we've got Atmos services, great, how much does that cost? Ooh, hey, can you still do it the old way that was cheaper? So, you know, I know professional studios are having that issue as well. So like, hey, we can do these amazing things, it's great, but I can't afford that, so. So you balance it out, if you get big projects, it's gonna be great. You know?
So when I say 7.1, does everybody kind of know what that means?
Yes.
So 7 is how many channels are around us, like on the horizontal plane. So 3 of those are behind the screen, left, center, right. And movie theater screens have, if you look really closely at it, there's a bunch of tiny little holes in it that allow the sound to pass through unimpeded. So the speakers, the 3 speakers behind the screen are like tri-amped speaker stacks, you know, that are as tall as you are. So 3 channels on the screen. Then we have all these speakers on the side, and these are the same model of speakers you might find in a commercial movie theater. And these 4 on this wall represent the side channel. And they, even though there's 4 speakers, they're all getting fed the exact same thing. And that's because movie theaters, like the seats you're sitting in now, are in rows. So that ensures that everybody sitting in those rows is getting the same experience. So even though there's 4 speakers, that's 1 channel there. And then all the way in the back, on the back wall, there's a couple more speakers over here, a couple more over there. Those are our 2 rear channels, and then we have 1 more side channel over here. So it's like left, center, right, side, side, rear, rear. And that gets you to 7. And then the 0.1 is the subwoofers, which are down underneath here. Big old, probably 18-inch subs. That's how we arrive at that number. Now in Dolby Atmos, there's a third number. It'll be like 7.1.4. That's the number of speakers in the ceiling. So fun fact, if we do convert this room to Atmos, it's gonna require 55 total speakers to meet the Dolby spec. There are currently 17 speakers in the room. If you counted up all of them, there's 17. So it's going way over that is what's needed for Atmos.
They got one over in the temple, right?
In the Mix Palace,
In the next tower.
yeah, they're doing, you know, those rooms are tiny, of course. So they are putting 11 speakers in each of those rooms, and they're gonna be small speakers. Yeah, so that, I don't have a timeline on that, but it is happening. Yeah, we'll see if you guys are still around. Yeah.
Is there like a separation between like high frequencies, like studio monitor tweeters, like speakers, or is it?
So the Atmos spec says every speaker has to be full range.
Okay.
So a lot of times that's usually a bi-amp speaker where there's a woofer and a tweeter in each one. And then there are extra subwoofers that handle all the low end for those speakers. So actually in that setup, there would be not only the subwoofers underneath the screen, but there would be 4 extra subwoofers hanging from the ceiling that are doing the low end management for all those other speakers.
With one speaker being on the, well, I guess, actually, never mind, I just realized,
Okay, yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, so we're mixing in 7.1 in here. We also have to be aware, even though we're mixing for movie theaters, we have to be aware that most things are gonna end up streaming somewhere. So we also have like 5.1 near field set up all around the console. Like if you see these like gray Genelec speakers, they're much smaller and they're much closer together. And yeah, they're way more expensive than like an average home theater, but at least it's giving us a ballpark of like, what is this mix gonna sound like on small speakers in a smaller space? And then we also have these little kind of cream colored cube speakers here. That's for going down to stereo. So again, giving us kind of like a ballpark estimate of like, what is this gonna sound like if you're just watching it on a standard TV with just stereo speakers? And we have to be at least somewhat aware of the differences there. We might actually listen to the movie on the near fields and take some notes and make some tweaks to the overall mix. You know, in a perfect world, the movies would have the budget to do a theatrical mix and a home theater mix and a stereo mix, and these would all be different versions. But indie films don't have that kind of money, so usually there's just one mix that has to work more or less everywhere, which can be kind of tricky.
What's harder, doing stuff on the bigger speakers or doing